What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? A gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday morning. It is 4:06 in the a.m. and it is April 3rd. I am going to move away from the politics of the day and just freestyle, if you will. I shared that I was on the LGBTQI community's algorithm. Love my people. Love my people. You guys, we go from the spectrum of ridiculous to sublime, and we pause the train periodically for thought-provoking material. And I love it. I'm here for it. And I participate on a regular basis. What's that saying? You can get it. And I mean that in the most benign way, because some of the posts I see, you can get it means something different. You know who you are. Anywho, why do I say anywho? I don't know where that came from. I almost said it again. Going to what I was going to say. There is a lot of, I want to say, dissatisfaction and unhappiness with being single. I hear it. I see it in your videos. You know, you're saying one thing, but your actions are telling on you. Yeah, the filtering. Not only the conversations, but the pictures. You know, everybody has this glow. Yeah, stop it. Be you. Do you to the fullest. You know, there are a couple of videos that I posted from my bedroom, in my bed, and what I describe as looking my busted best. You can see the flaws in my skin. Yeah, I'm old and leathery now. You can see on some days the chinny chin chin, but I'm losing that. You know, I want to say diabetes is a hell of a disease, man. You just get bloated for no reason. And I know it says it's because of high cortisol levels. Well, I got that, and I have the aging process. And for those of you who are just tuning in, I share this, and I share this proudly. I'm 65. Well, not quite. In 3 months, I'll be 65. Yeah, and I love it. Yeah, when you're young, you don't think you're gonna live to be 65. You know, 65 is old. And yes, I'm enjoying old. And as you can see, you got a little, a little flesh. And somebody told me the other day, let me take off my glasses so you can see this. Get in the close. Oh, I love your freckles. That's because you don't have them. No. I'm not ashamed of my freckles. The majority of my family has freckles. But for me, being militant. I want to say, and the freckles are part of the Irish ancestry. Yeah, that's part of my genetic makeup. And it's funny because all these years, I was thinking just straight Irish, you know, just straight Irish. Then I started thinking Scott Irish, based on some more research. Come to find out, and it took me hearing somebody say something to make me go way into research. Come to find out, it's not Scott Irish. It's not pure Ireland Irish. It's Welsh Irish. And there's a difference in the dialect. And the reason I recognized it is because I heard a Welsh Irishman speak English, and I heard my mother and my grandfather's pronunciation of some words. And it's like, whoa, that's it, you know. And you've heard me say, my people sound Canadian by the way they pronounce some words. And it was like, well, that was a serious wake-up call. It's fun to do your genealogy. So if you have the ability to do that and you have a family historian, thank you, Carol. And I want to say thank you to Cousin Rob for starting it and putting together a book. I've discovered cousins on Facebook, you know, and I grew up thinking I had a very small family. My family is huge. And I don't know why I thought it was small. Maybe it was because of how I was raised. I shared I came from a home with horrific domestic violence. And one of the things that a perpetrator does is isolate people from their family. Plus, I want to say my grandmother was very, this is a polite word, reclusive. So when the folks left the country, and they were country folk, and came to the city, you know, they wanted to disassociate on some levels. See, my grandmother's family is what we call high diddy. And educated folk, several teachers, you know. My grandfather's side of the family were farm folk, big old country boys. There were 8 boys, 1 girl. And she was just as rough as they were. Loved them to pieces. And they were giants. My grandfather was 6'5", you know, and he was a giant to me. He passed away at the age of, I want to say 52, I believe. I have to check that. But yeah, so I want you to get a feel of what makes me me and how I move through life based on some of the things that they taught me to do and to do well, and a lot of things they taught me not to do based on their example. I'm saying all this to say is, be you, do you to the fullest. Be your authentic selves. You know what you bring as far as character and content. Embrace that. You know, you heard me say the other day, I am average at best. Handsomely average, I might say, but average at best. But like I said, be you, do you to the fullest.